Hi traders, good morning. Welcome to this currency analysis video on the 3rd of June 2014, time 7:51 GMT. Yesterday we had a successful trade on the Euro-Yen, which gave us 61 pips in profit. The trade was triggered using an automated entry from the Platinum automated trading system. It came in here and we then rallied up 61 pips to around about this level here. We also had two trades on GBP JPY yesterday. They were triggered, one was triggered automatically using the Platinum tool. Again, we had a trend line drawn through this price action here, and when price broke through that, we got a long touch trade, which you can see down here. That closed 43 pips up, and we also put a manual trade in when we saw this retest down here as well, which gave us 60 pips. We had one loss, which was a long GBP Swiss franc trade, which lost us 30 pips. So today on the index analysis, we're not seeing very much in terms of any particular strength or weakness. We can see sterling is strong on the month. The monthly and weekly data will be the same because we're at the beginning of the month and we haven't had a new week yet, or an additional new week. So in the lower time frames, daily, 4 hourly and hourly, strong Aussie dollar on the day, and actually sterling strengthening up a little bit. Earlier on it was the weakest currency and it's now beginning to move into the strongest slot. We can check the history data and see how the index data is changing in real time. And you can see here, this morning I started logging data at 6:03, and actually already by that time sterling was beginning to move up into a much stronger situation. We put another long Euro-Yen trade on this morning. We saw a pivot confluence on the central pivot and the monthly pivot. We drew a trend line through these swing lows, which also happened to intersect with this pivot confluence, and we got an automated trade entered from the Platinum system off this trend line, and that seems to be working at the moment. We've also on that one I was looking at the wrong chart. This is the trade, the Euro-Yen trade. Similar. We just picked it up off this trend line. It's not a pivot confluence, but on our GBP JPY trade, we've got a trend line drawn through these swing low points. We've got a pivot confluence on the central pivot and the monthly pivot, and if price action comes out to test this level, we'll come in. But at the moment, the only trade we've got triggered is the Euro-Yen trade. So that's pretty much it on the analysis for today. I've decided to start using a blended approach and show you how the tools work in conjunction with each other. So at the moment we're using a combination of 3 tools, which actually 4 tools. We're using the Platinum automated trendline trading system, which gives us a graphical user interface to very quickly configure trend lines for automated trading purposes. We're using the index analyzer for giving us alerts based upon currencies which fit our filter criteria. Here at the moment that's not giving us much. We're using the multi-time frame pivots, which is the FX Algo traded daily pivots version, or daily, weekly and monthly pivots version 3, and we're also using the strength analyzer to identify potential reversals based upon overbought and oversold conditions. So that's essentially just a blended approach, which we think works quite well. There are obviously lots of other techniques and tools which can be used from the existing portfolio. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.